First Hungarian Mass after 135 years in Csangoland was a huge success. By Adelaso. Sunday afternoon, the St. Nicholas Parish Church of Bákó was jam-packed for the first ever officially permitted Hungarian language Mass in Moldavia because lots of believers wanted to be part of this doubtlessly historical event from Hungarian point of view. Last week the Roman Catholic Diocese of Jászvásár gave permission for one monthly Hungarian Mass for the tchango-Hungarians in the church nearby the main square of Bákó. The first such a Mass took place on 27 January 2019, which was the very first time in the 135-year-long history of the diocese, established in 1884, that a regular Mass could be celebrated in Hungarian with the approval of the bishop. Even in the last 30 years since the fall of communism, the request of the Moldavian Tchangos for the Hungarian Masses had been continuously rejected. Inside the church, people were in a festive mood. Some groups of believers, from a handful of Tchango villages, even arrived in their traditional costumes to the event, which they had been waiting for more than a century. Before the first ever Hungarian Mass, a 1-hour-long adoration took place and the church almost got full already during this. People were singing different Hungarian songs between the prayers. Everybody was singing with such a pure heart, and the whole thing had such a sacrality, that we could feel the power of the community, said ethnographer Tchango-Hungarians, who is also in charge of religious affairs within the Association of Tchango-Hungarians in Moldavia, and who is one of the emblematic figures of the Tchangos who have been fighting for 3 decades for their right to have Masses in their mother tongue. The first Hungarian Mass was celebrated by János Sziobanú, pastor emeritus, who used to serve in Bálinais in Bihar County before, and who returned to his homeland after his retirement. The main message of his preaching was that all believers should live an exemplary life each and every day. The ethnic group of the Roman Catholic Moldavian Tchangos, who speak an ancient version of Hungarian from the Middle Ages, have been endlessly fighting for the permission of the Hungarian Masses. Petru Gergely, bishop of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Jászvásár since 1990, stated earlier that he only will permit the Hungarian Masses if he will be certain that there is at least 2% of the believers who do not understand Romanian. Later he kept rejecting the Hungarian Masses based on another, patently false, excuse, by stating that the Tchango language is not Hungarian. Now this sudden indulgence of the bishop in January 2019, after 30 years, was most likely prompted by the fact that Pope Francis is going to visit Romania in 4 months, and during this visit, besides celebrating a Mass in Zaklifold at Csangoland, he will also visit Jászvásár/Jász in the beginning of June, to meet with the Catholic believers of Moldavia, including the Tchango-Hungarians as well. Tchango-Hungarians said that with the Mass at Bákó their problem has still not been solved. They still vindicate their claim to the Hungarian Masses to be permitted in each Tchango village, where there is a demand for it. According to the bishopric's web page, more than 200,000 Roman Catholic believers live in the 8 Moldavian counties belonging to the Diocese of Jászvásár, and out of them, Hungarian researchers estimate the numbers of those who speak some dialect of Hungarian to be somewhere between 30,000 and 40,000. The Hungarian Mass in Bákó has the same importance than the papal visit at Csangoland, said Nestor, and I fully agree with that, but one should not forget the fact that the monthly Hungarian Mass in Bákó is only permitted ad experimentum so far, which means the permission is only valid for a trial period and its regularity is subject to future attendance. Seeing the fully packed church on Sunday, we think that the demand for the Hungarian Mass is clearly proven, so we can only hope that the permission will not be withdrawn after the Pope's return to the Vatican in June, and that it will also be extended to those Tchango villages where there is a demand for it.